Morning. And happy birthday to J.R.R. Tolkien. What better way to celebrate than with a churchwarden pipe full of capstan blue? It's been a while since I've had a video. There's been a lot going on lately. But I couldn't pass up the opportunity to have a pipe with everyone here today. This morning, in celebration of Tolkien's birthday, I wanted to read to you a poem out of my book, A Tolkien Miscellany, called The Man in the Moon Stayed Up Too Late. And this is something I'm sure a lot of you will recognize. In the Fellowship of the Ring, the hobbits are making their way to Rivendell, being pursued by the Black Riders. And they come to Bree, where they're supposed to be undercover. Frodo has taken the name Underhill. And they've already gone through a lot of horror and adventure on their way. And so they find time at the Inn of the Prancing Pony to kind of sit back and relax. But of course, I believe Pippin starts getting a little too friendly with the patrons at the inn and starts getting a little too close to the truth. And Frodo becomes alarmed at that. He doesn't want anyone to know who they are or what they have. They have the One Ring, of course. Traveling through foreign lands. And so, while this is happening, Frodo jumps up onto a table and starts reciting a poem of Bilbo's. I believe in the Fellowship of the Ring, you get a taste of the poem or one form of the poem, but this is the poem written by Tolkien that it was based off of. It's about the man in the moon coming to this silly little inn where dogs listen to all of the jokes of all of the revelers in the inn, and the cow dances in the yard. And the man in the moon comes here and drinks a little bit too much and passes out and falls asleep under a chair. And he has to be back up in the sky before the sun comes up. So let's just read on the morning of J.R.R. Tolkien's birthday and remember him. If you have a pipe, light it. Let's remember Tolkien. And here we go. The man in the moon stayed up too late. There is an inn, a merry old inn, beneath an old grey hill, and there they brew a beer so brown that the man in the moon himself came down one night to drink his fill. The ostler has a tipsy cat that plays a five-stringed fiddle, and up and down he runs his bow, now squeaking high, now purring low, now sawing in the middle. The landlord keeps a little dog that is mighty fond of jokes. When there's a good cheer among the guests, he cocks an ear at all the jests and laughs until he chokes. They also keep a horned cow, as proud as any queen, but music turns her head like ale and makes her wave her tufted tail and dance upon the green. And oh, the row of silver dishes and the store of silver spoons. For Sunday there's a special pair, and these they polish up with care on Saturday afternoons. The man in the moon was drinking deep, and the cat began to wail. A dish and a spoon on the table danced. The cow in the garden madly pranced, and the little dog chased his tail. The man in the moon took another mug and rolled beneath his chair, and there he dozed and dreamed of ale, till in the sky the stars were pale, and dawn was in the air. The ostler said to his tipsy cat, "The white horses of the moon, they neigh and champ their silver bits, but their master's been and drowned his wits, and the sun'll be rising soon." So the cat on his fiddle played "Hey diddle diddle," a jig that would wake the dead. He squeaked and sawed and quickened the tune, while the landlord shook the man in the moon. "It's after 3," he said. They rolled the man slowly up the hill and bundled him into the moon, while his horses galloped up and rear, and the cow came capering like a deer, and a dish ran up with a spoon. Now quicker the fiddle went dee-dum-diddle, the dog began to roar. The cow and the horses stood on their heads, the guests all bounded from their beds and danced upon the floor. With a ping and a pong, the fiddle strings broke, the cow jumped over the moon, and the little dog laughed to see such fun, and the Saturday dish went off at a run with a silvery Sunday spoon. The round moon rolled behind the hill as the sun raised up her head. She hardly believed her fiery eyes, for though it was day, to her surprise, they all went back to bed. What fun is that? Well, this is short, but it was nice to see everyone. I hope to do this more. I've been getting more involved with the YouTube pipe community. I'm becoming more involved in the Chicagoland Pipe Collectors Club. I have their pin here on my hat, as you can see. So, thanks for coming and checking out the video. Thank you.